Oh, and real quick before we start the show, I would like to take a second and let it be known that Check Me Out is here to show love for up-and-coming artists, indie artists, and labels. DJs, producers, engineers, managers, promoters, even venue owners. All because this ties into the music industry, as well as the streaming companies that we have as of now. Check Me Out is also a show to give information to the artists as well as help make connections if needed and possible. In a nutshell, we need each other to help this thing we call the music industry to keep going. But most importantly, we need the fans. So if you are any one of those people that I mentioned, please feel free to reach out for an interview or possibly to connect with anyone you see on the show. And if you have a business and a commercial to promote that business and you would like to promote on our show, feel free to reach out and we can talk about the particulars. And the way you can reach out, email us at checkmeoutmusic@gmail.com. That's all one word, checkmeoutmusic@gmail.com. Peace.
What's happening? It's Real Lil, and this is Check Me Out.
Yeah, this is your boy SKI3, and I'm on Check Me Out.
Check me out.
Yo, this is the portal, check me out. Check me out.
Check me out. Check me out. Check me out. Check me out. Check me out. Check me out. Check me out. Check me out.
What's good, everyone? This your boy JTL, and this is the premiere episode of Check Me Out. So we got a great show for y'all, but before we get started, make sure you subscribe and hit that bell. All right. So on tonight's show, we got my boy SKI3 coming through. Go ahead and give us a great interview talking about his ups, his downs, his journeys in life, and also what motivates him to make the great music that he makes. And also, he's gonna be premiering his new video, How We Coming, featuring CJ and J2. Also, we're gonna be talking about some things that's going on in the world that unfortunately affects the music industry, and that's the pandemic. Unfortunately, that's what it is, but you know, we still see a lot of artists are still making ways to go ahead and make great music and still keep people dancing and keeping their heads up at the same time. Also, we're gonna have to check the rating, which is gonna feature Jay Stone's The Definition of Pain, and also Little Brothers May the Lord Watch. And we're gonna also be talking about two classic albums that dropped on a certain day. Well, I would tell y'all what the albums are, but you're gonna see what it is. So go ahead, get your drink, get your popcorn, whatever your vice is, we ain't judging over here, and get ready to enjoy a great show. Let's get started. Since March of 2020, the world has faced unprecedented times and some unfortunate events. With the spread of COVID-19 causing millions of cases and millions of deaths, it's said that the world hasn't seen anything like this since the Spanish flu in the early 1900s. The Spanish flu caused a believed estimate of 500 million cases and 50 million deaths. Along with unemployment reaching 50 million American citizens, it beat the Great Depression by a total of 35 million plus Americans. So many businesses were hit and forced to shut down, either from the mandate lockdowns or having to keep their occupancy numbers down to 25% capacity. And not only was the hospitality industry, movie industry, and theme park industry hit by this pandemic, but also the music industry. Rolling Stone magazine wrote an article entitled, How Coronavirus is Wreaking Havoc on Music. The article talks about the chief executive of Milwaukee Summerfest that hosts up to 900,000 people in 11 days thought about canceling the event, even though in 52 years it's never been canceled. Also, America's largest promotion companies, AEG and Live Nation, closed their doors and canceled their shows. Since then, major artists and producers have been selling off most, if not all, of their catalogs, with artist and super producer The RZA selling upwards to 50% of his music catalog, which includes his classic Wu-Tang Clan music, as well as super producer Timbaland, and some of his greatest works and collaborations with late great Aaliyah, Jay-Z, Missy Elliott, Nas, and many more, as well as Lil Wayne selling his Young Money catalog for $100 million, which fans feel that he could have gotten more since Nicki and Drake's music was included. But now in 2021, certain states are opening back up, like Florida and Texas, that are hosting more shows, even though the vaccine is still an effort to reach more Americans and researchers are paying attention to its trials and error. Many people still feel they would not let a virus with a 95 to 98% recovery rate stop them from enjoying their lives. And many artists are starting to get back on the road as well. but it's still too soon to tell where things will go next. Whether everyday normality, peace of mind, or the country getting back to peace with each other, considering Trump is no longer in office. All we can do is keep faith in God, love each other, and appreciate our artists that keep making dope music that keep our heads up. So much respect to all the artists that keep finding a way to maintain and keep doing your thing. From everybody here at Check Me Out, much love and respect.
All right, so we back. Talking about the pandemic. So, everything has been up and down. So many lives have been lost. So many people have been affected. But thankfully, a lot of people have been getting better and, going back to their normal lives. And we've seen that with certain artists that have unfortunately caught the disease, but have gotten back better. So at the same time, as we move forward, all I can say personally is that, we just try to do our best that we can to be smart, be safe, and be cautious, not just for ourselves, but also for the people that surround us. So much love and prayers to everyone that has lost someone to this pandemic, and God bless the ones that have gotten better after surviving the virus. Okay, so now we're gonna go ahead and get into albums that dropped on this day. We got two classics. Now I know one of them, everybody gonna be like, "Oh yeah, I remember that joint. That was a joint back in the day." And the other one, people may front and act like they didn't like this back in the days when doggone well, just like me when I was a kid, I was jamming to it. So we ain't gonna even front on it. So without further ado, we're gonna go ahead and get into those classic albums that dropped on this day. All right.
Even though we make fun now, back then, MC Hammer was no joke. On February 12, 1990, MC Hammer released Please Hammer Don't Hurt Him. His first single released from this album, You Can't Touch This, wearing his now known signature parachute pants, doing some of the best dance moves you've ever seen from an R&B artist or a hip hop artist. Even though he was the first hip hop artist to ever go diamond, he was dissed by his peers. Ice Cube called him a sellout for having sponsorship deals, cartoons, and commercials, which Ice Cube now takes part in himself. He was also dissed by third base member MC Search, and ended up making MC Hammer not too happy. Even though he had a successful album, he later ended up filing bankrupt. But still, MC Hammer is a hip-hop pioneer, and don't y'all ever forget. On February 8th, 2000, Ghostface Killah released his sophomore album, Supreme Clientele, selling over 130,000 records in his first week and landed in the top 10 of the Billboard 200 charts, and number 2 on the R&B and hip-hop charts. And 1 month later of its release, it was certified gold, even though it got minimum radio airplay. Supreme Clientele producers were The RZA, Black Most Art, The Blacksmiths, Carlos Best, Carlos Brody, Chew the Specialist, Hassan, Inspector Deck, Juju, and Mathematics. Ghost started recording his album at the end of 1998, and even though he had to serve a short bid in Rikers Isle for a previous charge he caught back in 1995 at a New York club, he still ended up getting back on task, back in the studio to make another classic like he did before with his first album, Iron Man. So respect to Ghostface Killah and Supreme Clientele, another classic on this day. Chip.
All right, so we back, y'all. Okay, so got my boy, my co-host, Batman, the DJ in this thing. All right, man. So let's get into it. All right, so we got. Let me go to the first one. All right. So we got MC Hammer, right?
Okay.
We got Hammer. So keep it G, man. Don't even try to front like you ain't do the I ain't had no parachute pants. But how was Hammer? How was Hammer when you first came out? Like, how did you receive Hammer? Let's keep it G. Don't even worry about how people gonna think. Let's keep it G on how we was when we were jits.
I'm gonna keep it funky. When Hammer first came out, Hammer went hard, man. Like, like the thing is, I think what shot Hammer in the foot, Hammer was just trying to make a name for himself. But on his first album, what shot Hammer in the foot, he came out dissing. He dissing pretty hard. Like, I got some of that vinyl right over there. You know what I'm saying?
Wait, hold on. Who did he diss? I don't remember him dissing nobody like that.
He did LL, True, LL, or DJ Run. Yeah. Turn his mother out. He dissed them on there. He dissed them on Pump It Up. Pump It Up is when he dissed them hard. If you watch the video, he had little Run DMC clones in the video. Yeah. And yeah, I think he's trying to.
I thought they dissed him first though.
No, that was him. His first out. He just came out. That was I think he had just came out. That was his first. Yeah, that was before O-Town 357 and all that. They was in the video. Yeah, but the thing is, but back to the subject though. When the second album came out, Please Hammer, Don't Hurt Him. Man, listen. I don't care what nobody says. He did not sell that many records, and you did not have the tape.
That's what I'm saying, man. That's what I'm saying. Hammer did.
Y'all had the tape. Y'all was back and forth. We like to break just to make it today. Yeah, come on, man, stop that. But people were putting on him because you know, of course he got a real payout.
Mm-hmm.
You know what I'm saying? And I think when people don't like somebody, it's just jealousy. You know what I'm saying? That's all it was. They was just mad they didn't do it first. Because everybody that was hating on Hammer with, the acting and the cartoon he had. I liked the cartoon.
That was my joint, man. That cartoon.
If I could find the box seasons of the cartoon, I would of course I would have let my kids watch the cartoons coming up. Just like I bought the box season of Jackson 5. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah. For real. But see that's what I'm saying. So it came out, it was monumental, and it's like, to sit there and act like we didn't have fun, you know what I'm saying, when that came out. You know what I'm saying? That would be so fake if like you got so many people that like, oh, Hammond is just like you said, you got people that was hating on them, dissing them, but look at nowadays. What everybody doing? They doing cartoons, they doing movies, sponsorship deals, Mountain Dew. They doing all the same thing Hammer was doing first, and Vanilla Ice.
Yeah, I don't mean to interrupt. Scoot over a little bit because I can't. Yeah. There you go. Because you was kind of not completely in the screen, so it was like only part of your face. It was like he's playing peekaboo. You said. Yeah.
Anyways, but yeah, you know what I'm saying. If you notice, that's what everybody's doing now. Like, look at you got all right, Migos, right? They on the basketball. The Migos, they on the basketball commercial and all of that. You know what I'm saying? The most gangster cats now doing the same thing Hammer was doing back then. So we gotta, you pretty much gotta call him a trailblazer on what he did. You know what I'm saying?
Really, to keep it funky, the whole Bay Area was trailblazers because nobody was doing independent deals besides them. And then I look at a lot of these smaller cities that want to come up, and I'm like, do it like the Bay. Sell it out your trunk. Some of them do it. I know some people right here in Oklahoma City that got their work ethic down. You know what I'm saying? So, you know what I'm saying? And, they got the right mentality of it. You know what I'm saying? But that's why everybody from the Bay got, you know what I'm saying? Like, the coldest deal in hip hop, in my opinion, well, one of the coldest, was E40's deal. They tried to give him a deal. He was like, I sell 150,000 out of the trunk of my car. So it's like, okay, well, the first 150,000 is all you. And then we'll take on from there. So he was profiting all that. The mansions and all that stuff, that was really his. That stuff was rented. Like, you can say what you want about, a lot of people from the Bay, whether it's Hammer, all the way to, I don't care if it's Mac Mall, I don't care if it's Yuck Mouth, I don't care, Keep the Sneak, whoever it is. You know what I'm saying? The Bay moved a different way. And I'm originally from the East Coast, but I've always rocked with the Bay because the mentality is up. But can't nobody say that, what it was is that they was just mad they didn't do it first. You know what I'm saying? Then you had Ice Cube on the song True to the Game. He dissed him on the second verse. I'm like, which I get what he was saying because he was kind of making it go mainstream pop with it. I get that part of it, but at the same time, you know, it did open up another avenue of doors, so where there could be more movies and more shows. You know, probably would have never got a Paid in Full, or you get what I mean. And that's just a tip of the iceberg.
Yeah, for real. And like I said, you just gotta respect it, man. But let's talk about now. Let's also talk about Supreme Clientele, that classic Ghostface album, man. Let's get into that. Like I remember when the videos was first coming out. You know what I'm saying? Apollo Kids. The joint he got what you got what I always mess it up, so y'all gonna have to excuse me. Sherez, how you say it? I be messing up the title all the time.
I never pronounce that. I just I never pronounce that. So Shella Ghost, yeah.
Sherez, so like that.
Correctly. But that wasn't like that was a big hit for him, and that wasn't to me. That wasn't best. That wasn't nearly the best song on the album.
But the video was dope though. It was a dope.
The song is dope.
And then you seen. I think if I'm not mistaken, that's when he first started really rocking the bathrobes and stuff. And he started rocking the bathrobes and all that. Then he had the gold cover with the bird on it.
Nah, he started teasing that really on the purple tape of Raekwon. That's when he started teasing that out.
Yeah. You're right. But see, I didn't, man, when we look back and I was reading over it, I didn't know the man was going through so much at that time. Court case, you know what I'm saying? Then you got RZA moms passing at the same time that this was happening, man. It was like, damn, but they were still able to come together and make such a like a classic album with the beats. The rhymes got better and all of that, man. Like it to me, I'm gonna ask you this question. Now, hopefully nobody else gets offended. Method Man used to be my dude, right? Now I'm figuring like for the last 3-4 consecutive albums, Ghostface has been putting it down the best out of the Wu.
I'm gonna say like this. I'm gonna say like this, and I've been saying this for a while.
Right.
Also, people are gonna probably, we probably might get some comments off this, but I stand by what I say on this, people. Okay, Ghostface is my favorite out of Wu-Tang. And the thing about the Supreme Clientele album, it holds something near to me because on my 23rd birthday, which my birthday was literally yesterday, right? My 23rd birthday, guess what I got?
What's that?
I got my firstborn son, Davon.
Right.
And I got this CD. You know what I'm saying? And to this day, I still listen to it from start to finish. I'm gonna tell you one song on there though, Buck 50. With him, Capadonna, Method Man, Rip. Oh man, really the whole album, just when it come on with the, you know, but it's like people say, well, I can't understand him. I was like, well, the thing is, he make up his own lingo. You know what I'm saying? Like, how you say that?
But don't forget that he got a Shaolin lingo in there too. So you know what I'm saying? Staten Island.
Yeah, his own lingo. He's like, to me, and here's where everybody's gonna get. To me, he is like the East Coast version of E40, coming up with his own lingo, his own style. You know what I'm saying? Like when people say, I can't understand him, but if you just actually just listen to him, he's spitting. Like, come on, man. Just the thing is, the people that don't like stuff haven't really sat and like really gave it ear. They gave it an ear with a judgmental view to it right off the bat. And if they did like something, they too scared to admit it because of what, you know, the crowd is gonna say.
But man, like I see, that's what I'm saying. But I'm glad you backing me up on it because that's how you feel, not because I'm your boy, but that's how you feel. Like I said, I feel like over the years, I had to realize Ghost has became my favorite Wu-Tang member and spitter. You know what I'm saying? Because when I go back and listen to what he did with Ray on his album and all that features, all the way to remember when that Special Delivery came out, the way he was spitting on that, the Special Delivery remix. Hitting alleys in my Denali. I'm like, oh, yo, snap. I'm like,
jumps on the mic. Hey, yo, man, look at all these niggas laid back. Come on, man.
Oh man, don't do that. I'm about to play that later.
Let me lay this on you. Let me ask you this. Since we talking about who our favorite is, who your favorite is out of Wu, or how you like Ghost or whatever.
Yeah.
Who do you think is the most underrated out of Wu? Underrated.
I don't know. I think to me everybody. How do I say this? I think everybody that put they hands in the pot and did what they're supposed to do are where they're supposed to be at. I don't know if I don't know if that makes sense. Like, you know what I'm saying? Like,
it's like I get what you're saying, but it's like, who do you think don't get the recognition that they deserve as an MC?
Oh man, it's hard to say because I can't say Jizza. Jizza get his recognition, so I can't say Jizza. Inspector Deck get his. You know, I think everybody get like you got to like what you think.
Honestly, I think like, and I was already thinking this before I heard an interview with Method Man, and somebody asked him this, and he said the most underrated that he think is Inspector Deck, and I agree with him. I agree with him. Like, if you go back and listen to all that, you know what I'm saying? Troops in Pakistan, swinging through your town like your neighborhood spider, man. Come on.
But that's what I'm saying. It's hard for me to agree with Meth saying that because think about it. The two best tracks that push Wu-Tang into the stratosphere where they at, that kills it.
Yeah, but there it goes again. But some people won't. They're like, I don't understand what he's talking about. Like, how the hell you don't? Did you not go to school? How you not? A bomb atomically. That's an atomic bomb, jackass. You know what I'm saying? Like, you know what I'm saying?
Right. Well, but see, that's what I'm saying.
Hypotheses can't define how I'll be dropping you.
Exactly.
Lyrically perform on robbery. Flee with the lottery. Possibly they spotted me. Battlestar Shogun, explosive with my pen hits, tremendous. Ultraviolet shine blonde forensic. Do you know what forensics do? He just flee with the lottery. Possibly they spotted, but he just got away with all this. He didn't.
That's what I'm saying. I can't believe people when they say that because he has on Protection Net to Cream to Triumph. He has classic verses everywhere. You know what I'm saying? So, but I get what Meth is saying. I get it.
Yeah,
you know what
he should, he should be mentioned more.
Got you. All right, I got you.
Like his verse on Cream, man, come on.
All right, so check it. All right. So everybody out there watching, you know what I'm saying, whatever you're doing, you're drinking, got your, you know what I'm saying, your vice. So so that was us talking about MC Hammer, and Supreme Clientele. All right, so what we're gonna go ahead and do is we're about to get into talking about that that Little Brother and that J Stone, those two albums. You know what I'm saying? So we finna get into those and, you know what I'm saying, break them down for y'all or whatever. So y'all stay tuned real quick. We about to do that right now.
On December 23rd, 2020, J Stone released The Definition of Pain. And in this album, Jay Stone dove into talking about the pain of losing his mother to the police and his older brother to the streets. While also giving his story on the song County Jail, he spoke of doing time and coming home to Nipsey having a record deal. And instead of wanting to hang out, Jay Stone wanted to go directly to the studio and get right to business. His first single he released, I Came Up, produced by Michael Keys. Jay Stone talks about being focused as an underdog so he could toast to making it and no longer having to avoid the law. While on a dope beat that gives you a celebratory vibe of good times to come, the album also features pre-recorded verses by the late, great Nipsey Hussle. Rest in peace, Young King. On songs like LeBron James, it started with nothing. With the back and forth assists between Nip and Jay Stone, you can see why he said they like Scotty and Jordan. So with 18 tracks, this album gives you plenty of music to enjoy. So with that being said, I give the definition of pain a strong 3-check rating. Definitely worth checking out. So make sure y'all check it out. On August 20th, 2019, the rap group Little Brother dropped May the Lord Watch, with 15 tracks produced by Crisis, Knots, Focus, Black Milk, King Michael Coy, Black Gold, Fonte, Ab Joe, Zoe, and Devin Morrison. And even though there was no production by Ninth Wonder on the album, it was still dope without the dealer. Believe that. May the Lord Watch gives that classic hip-hop feel from the late 90s before quote-unquote hip-hop died. With great up-to-date classic boom-bap beat sounds, thoughtful, excellent metaphors and similes in the lyrics, Little Brother gives not only the backpackers something to listen to, but also music connoisseurs from all walks of life. And one of the best things about this album, the skits. They also give you that feeling of a possible classic album. And that's why I gave this album a strong 4 checks. In no time, this will be a classic album. Believe that.
All right, so y'all seen we just did the rating for Little Brother, May the Lord Watch, and Jay Stone, the definition of pain. All right, so I got the chance to go through Jay Stone's definition of pain. I thought it was a dope project, you know what I'm saying? And what I like is the previous year before him just dropping the definition of pain at the top of this year, he had the definition of loyalty. I think that was a dope project, you know what I'm saying? And I feel like this, man. After what happened to Nip, man, I'm proud of them because you got him, you got Cobby Supreme, you got Pac-Man, you know what I'm saying? And you got Killer Twine. So all these brothers are keeping it going, even though, you know what I'm saying, after losing Nip like that, you know what I'm saying? And the project is dope. I love the beats. Mike and Keys, man, and 1500 or nothing. I think they dope. I didn't even know 1500 or nothing really works with everybody like that. Like, yeah, they work with Just Blaze, they work with Dre, they work with everybody. You know what I'm saying? Yeah. So I'm really happy to see that. Matter of fact, I told my boy HD, my partner from the Out from the North show. I was telling him, to me, Jay Stone is like reminds me of a more hardcore version of Currency.
I can see that. Yeah, I can.
You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, I can see
because
that.
They got the smooth little flow, but they be spitting, you know what I'm saying? But it just, you know, Jay Stone a little more, we ain't gonna say nothing, but you know what it is. You know what I'm saying? So I gave it a 3. Now I gave it a 3 checks. I felt like the first project, Definition of Loyalty, I felt like that was a little more in the pocket on subject matters and the songs fitting together on what he did, you know what I'm saying? So, and I think this one, the Definition of Pain, I think it would have been a little bit more dope if he would have had I guess more songs kind of talking about the situation that happened within his mom's and his brother, you know what I'm saying, God rest his souls, and you know, certain family situations, you know what I'm saying? Because I feel like when he talks about what him and Nip went through and you know, their story and stuff and coming together, like he got this one joint called County Jail on there, and he talks about going to jail, what he had to go through, and then coming home to Nip, you know what I'm saying, having this having a deal and everything put together. But I felt like, you know, you could have touched a little bit more on the stories. Now, I'm not, like I said, the 3 checks mean it's still worth checking out. You know what I'm saying? It's still definitely worth checking out. But I felt like, damn, you know, I wish you would have kind of maybe even had a few skits on there, you know what I'm saying? That kind of balance it out, like give it that classic feel. But I think Yeah, I think in the future though, Godwin, man, but he's on the right track. You know what I'm saying? Like he's definitely that guy that people need to watch.
I mean, yeah, because well, people don't, sometimes it takes some people years to actually reach their actual full rhyme potential.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? Like, case in point, I know like Too Short's never been lyrical, but you go back and listen to old Too Short, and then you listen to Too Short now. He found his sound. You know what I'm saying? Some people find their sound. They know how to, and just like no every great artist don't sound the same all the time. You know what I'm saying? They just don't. You know what I mean? Like it's because they got too much to let out. You know what I mean? Michael Jackson couldn't sound like the Jackson 5. He couldn't even sound like the Jacksons when he went solo.
True.
You know? But
that's true.
So yeah, I get that. Yeah.
Yeah. But like I said, I think he's definitely doing his thing though. You know what I'm saying? The music just keep getting better and better. You know what I'm saying? That single I came up, that's my joint right there. You know what I'm saying? That's he focusing on that. You know what I'm saying? And then the one guy with him and Nip with the LeBron, dope project. Dope song. That classic right there. You know what I'm saying? And matter of fact, we're gonna have to do a rating on the Jay-Z and Nipsey Hussle. That's
today. Oh yeah.
Yeah, we got to come back and do right that one. Yeah. So
soundtrack.
Yeah, we got to do a rating on that one. Trust me. So now, may the Lord watch. I'm gonna let you get into that. You know what I'm saying? I'll get my opinion on it, but I'm gonna let you do your thing on that one because go ahead. I'm gonna let you go in. Go ahead, do your thing.
All right, so Little Brother, May the Lord Watch. It's the latest album by Little Brother. For some people, if you've been a fan of Little Brother, then and you followed them, you grew with their music. This is on some adult rap. You know what I'm saying? Like some grown man hip hop. You know what I'm saying? Like, it's on some get up, get your motivation, get going. The song Black Magic, the chorus alone just gets you motivated to want like, hey man, I got a fire lit up under me. Let me go ahead and do it. You know what I'm saying? If you can make it better, why don't you love? Hey man, come on. That, you know what I'm saying? It is, and then like I said, how some artists grow and they find a groove. Perfect example, rapper Big Pooh. He never was whack. He never was garbage. But now he found his groove. It's to the point where like we used to be able to tell like Pooh, rapper Big Pooh would, you know what I'm saying, was murdering his verses. You know what I'm saying? You know what I'm saying? Like yeah, he stayed studied on his craft. You know what I'm saying? Fonte always been Fonte, you know what I'm saying? He always come with his, you know what I'm saying, his punchlines, will say something to make you think, you know what I'm saying, at the same time. My only thing with it, they had, producers that they normally work with before, like Crisis, a few others. But my thing is that it was supposed to be a Little Brother reunion album, and Ninth Wonder wasn't a part of it just because of creative differences. Which that happens. Huh?
But it's a black comment.
It was creative differences. Well, from what I read, Ninth Wonder wanted to go one way with the album. They wanted to go a different way, but it didn't take away from the album. It would have been nice to have a full Little Brother reunion, but hey, other than that, it's like if you did listen to Little Brother, like case in point, like the Minstrel Show, do you know who Percy Miracles is and all that? So if you followed that, you gonna crack up though at you know, some of the stuff they got on that album. But a lot of stuff that they was talking was some real stuff, like you know, the song Picture This. The song Picture This is basically like, you all got something in you. Everybody. You know what I'm saying? What if you just took that step that you were scared to take? You don't know what kind of life you got out there. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, for real.
That's what that song's about. You know what I'm saying? My feel good song off of there is What You Came For. What you came for.
Yeah. Yeah.
Just what I came for. Yeah. Get you some. Just what I came. Come on now. I'm telling you, like it's that feel good. You know what I'm saying? Hip hop music. That's an album that I
to me. Like I can agree with you on that because, like you said, with the feel good, and also it's just like let me say this point real quick to what you were saying. Even though you know Ninth wasn't on there, the album still was very cohesive. You know what I'm saying? It didn't feel like it was necessarily missing so much to the point that whatever they could have added would have made it so much better. Like, you know what I'm saying? It wasn't missing so much. It still was like it almost but it still felt like Ninth Wonder was still a part of it. You know what I mean?
Yeah, like if they never you know what I'm saying, if they never said, you know, if I never read that Ninth Wonder wasn't a part of it, you know what I'm saying? Well, you know that he left the group. We already know that. So, you know, you wouldn't expect, okay, Ninth Wonder to show up unless you announce that, oh, Ninth Wonder was supposed to show up, and now he's not. You know what I'm saying? I miss the days of reading credits. It was easier to keep up with stuff. You know what I'm saying? Like, you know, like producers and all that stuff like that. And, you know, just the whole nine. Like, and I really like when I first hear something, looking at it, you know what I'm saying? Like, it was a tangible product. You know what I'm saying? It's like, I like being able to go and grab one of my vinyl records or CDs or tapes. You know what I'm saying? Now we got everything online, which is convenient. But what if the whole internet just shut down right now? We lost all our music.
Heartbreaking.
I'm straight.
Hey, don't say that to me, man. I don't have any CDs or tapes no more. I was collecting for a minute, and then you know moving around and stuff, and then I just was like bumping and stuff was breaking and all of that. CDs getting scratched, so I was like, we ain't gonna even talk about that, man. I done cried so many nights over stuff I lost. But
collection back up. We're gonna get your collection back up.
But like I was saying, with the little brother joint, man, like I feel like it's that classic, man. With it had to get at least a 4-check rating because over time more people are gonna get it. Like I didn't know it was out until you told me it was out. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
So that's what kind of pushes it behind because I would say honestly, if this album would have came out at least around the same time that Supreme Clientele came out, that would have been a 5 mic album easy.
Yeah.
I think that was you know what I mean? Like,
I think the album will be a 5 mic album over time as people give it an ear and listen. Just like with, Nas' Illmatic wasn't 5 mics from the first time. You understand? But you ask anybody now, you know what I'm saying? Ice Cube's America's Most Wanted was five mics when it dropped, but not Death Certificate. Now, in my opinion, Death Certificate was a better album than America's Most Wanted. But when
I need to go back and listen to both of those to compare it again.
You said what?
I need to go back and listen to both of them so I can compare it again because some people might think Predator was better than Death Certificate.
Yeah, and it could be just like what your personal what I came to realize is like music speaks to everybody differently. So if it may be nostalgia to a certain time for them.
Right.
And it may feel like, oh, it's better. Because it brings back a happy time and place in their life or something like that. Or a certain feeling that they got. It's not that it is better, it's better to them. It's basically how it made them feel. Music is a feeling. So there's no right or wrong answer. If I say Tupac, all Me Against the World was better than All Eyes on Me. Somebody else, All Eyes on Me was better than Me Against the World. Me, I look at it as Me Against the World was a completed, structured album. That's the way I rate these albums. And honestly, it's like, excuse me, hold on. The battery is running low, so I had to do what I had to do. But but that's the way I rate albums. Like, I don't just listen for the beat. I want to hear what you're saying. I want to hear what you're saying. What was the structure just even the song alone? What was the structure of the song? What was the structure of the album? What point were you trying to make with the album? Why did you name the album that in the first place? Why did you have these songs in this order? What made you put that there right there? Why did you have scratching right there? I want to hear that, whatever that is in the far background, and somebody probably won't hear it, unless they, done smoke some weed or something. I want to hear that sober. you hear me?
Yeah. I hear you on that. I think that's what we're missing a lot of times nowadays, is because a lot of people want to make just the hottest joint. Like real quick, off subject, but like Fabulous. I feel like his albums didn't get better until he started back putting out his mixtapes, and then the projects now that he's been putting out for the last 6 years, like Young OG and stuff like that. Those projects, the Jason versus Freddie with Kiss, I feel like Fab found his lane, and sometimes it just take time.
Yeah,
we realize how to make a dope project. Like Fabulous always had dope singles, but the projects never made sense to me. You know what I mean? So now you look at Fab and stuff he putting out now, you like, mixtapes and stuff always, but now you gotta respect his growth. You know what I'm saying? As an artist. That's true. I agree with you. Yeah, I agree with you on that. So all right, so we ain't gonna take too much more of y'all time up, man, because this is what we do all day, every day when we talk.
All day.
You know what I'm saying? We talk about projects, music. We music connoisseurs for real. So what we're gonna do right now for y'all, we're gonna go ahead and take a quick, little commercial break. Make sure y'all pay attention to the black businesses out there that's promoting, and definitely make sure you pay attention to that brother Jabri, the director. Man, this book that he got, strong, and this trailer is gonna help y'all check the message. You know what I'm saying? So we're gonna come back from the commercial break shortly.
Here at Above Average Towing, we are here to service your towing needs. We do jump start, towing, tire change, gas delivery, and lockouts. We have certified technicians, we are licensed and insured, and we give you an accurate arrival time as we care about you and want to get you off the road safely. Affordable prices and great customer service. Serving Pinellas County and surrounding areas. Contact us at 727-288-3556.
What's good, everybody? It's your boy JTL, Opposite from the Norm. And real quick, I just want to let y'all know about Opposite from the Norm apparel t-shirts. Brought to you by GFAM G-Wear. You like our show and our content? Then go to gfament.com and click on G-Store, and there you can purchase an Opposite from the Norm t-shirt. Also, you can check out other great tees that represent true kings and true queens as well. Shirts that motivate and make you feel great. Once again, that's gfament.com and click on the G-Store link to get your apparel tees. Now back to the show. Chill!
Baby girl, God got a plan and a purpose for you. The power of forgive me. The power of The power of faith moves mountains.
When's Daddy coming home? He coming home. Just eat your food.
How you supposed to tell me what headphones on?
I can hear you. What's up?
Okay, Trey, I need you to watch the baby while I'm at work. Can you do that?
What about the daycare we paying for?
I pay for the daycare. You put in $20. That's not paying for daycare. Period, point blank, I can't keep doing this by myself. This is your son also.
Yeah.
Once again, you're walking out.
I'm coming back. I'll be back.
Years old, killed by the police, man. Sick of this shit. I need to talk to you about something. So what you know about the taxi cab dope gang?
The what?
Follow me. Straight out the bottle, straight out the bar. 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 Follow me. These police officers don't never think about pulling over taxi cabs, bro. It's the driver, 2 passengers, and 100 pounds of dope.
Is the root for Guan? Is the root for you, man? Business as usual.
We pull up, we dead and you going ain't shit about that revenue. If I'm caught, I'm going federal. Mind on riches, always choose money over bitches. Told my nigga in the pen, keep his head up. When I look inside his eyes, I don't see nothing. That's a gone soul. He said first day he gon' replace his with Joe's.
I'm a big dog, no little. Serving that dog food, no kibbles. She gon' eat the drug like Skittles. I'm the man in the middle. I ain't trippin', long as my real ones got my bike though. I ain't trippin', long as I keep me some racks, ho.
Home, young blood. Home. You might well get used to it.
That's right. What brought you in here, bro?
This ain't home. This ain't home, bro.
It's your home now, bro.
Home is where the heart at, bro.
Exactly.
Home is where my kids at. Home is where my girl at, bro.
You might well get used to it, bro. Everything you just named, we got the same thing outside these walls, bro.
Yes,
we got the same thing, but you got a release date though, right?
11 years?
But you got a release date.
In 11 years?
Oh, we got partners in here, when they look at their paperwork, it's all zeros.
My bad, my earlier big dog. Bro, I gotta get used to this, man.
Sound like you ready to have that conversation, bro.
I guess so.
I don't know your story, but what you in for, man?
I'm in here because I trusted the people. Because I trusted my brother. I trusted my friends, and he told on me, bro. I'm talking about told on me.
Man, it sounds like me the first day I was in here, bro. You might as well get over that. Using everybody else as an excuse for why you in here ain't gonna help you survive in here. That's bullshit, man. Even though it might be true, because I ain't gonna sit here and tell you what you're feeling is wrong. I'm gonna just tell you need to use that feeling to express it in a different way. Change the narrative. Control your path. Because you ain't here for a while. So it's either gonna be a good road or a hard road.
Hey, bro, what you reading, man? What it is?
Oh boy, this shit, bang.
Well, from a lot of shit dangerous. Everybody wanna be famous. So they hit from every different angle. Paparazzi people explaining. Well, from a lot of shit dangerous. Everybody wanna be famous. So they hit from every different angle. Paparazzi people explaining. Yeah. Look, you gotta be where I be to see what I see. It made a G out of me. Everyday feelings on E, but my name holding weight in these streets, baby. I'm on TV. Brick living got me silent, so I'm too hard. I be swimming to the money like a pool shark. And I can sell water to fish, get them hooked hard. Cause where I'm from, you only hood or your book small. You could be sick of being down till you come up. Channel the pain and get you reaching for the stars. Daddy walk, that's how we gon' handle it, mama. Reshuffle the deck and hope we deal some better cards.
All right, So we back from commercial break. Now it's time to go ahead and introduce my boy SKI3 coming up with an interview, dope interview. So let's go ahead and get into it. My boy SKI3. So SKI3, man, what's good with you, bro?
Just cooling, bro.
All right, for sure, man. You know what I'm saying? Like, I just want to say this real quick, man. I know you for all these years, and I like your growth and everything that you've been doing with your music and everything.
Yes, sir.
You know what I'm saying?
Yes,
sir.
So,
he's stupid. So, I want to talk real quick about, you know what I'm saying, growing up in St. Pete, how it was for you as a jit. You know what I'm saying? Because we coming out of the bird, a lot of people don't know about St. Pete. They know about Tampa. I just seen how Jermaine Dupri was talking about he signed an artist in Tampa called LA the Great. You know what I'm saying? So I want to highlight different artists, especially coming from the bird since I'm from the bird. So for you, what was it like, you know what I'm saying, growing up as a jit?
Me growing up as a jit, you know, I grew up in the church. First and foremost, God always come first.
That's real.
But I ain't just grew up in the church. I came from the streets too. You know, after growing up in the church, I ventured out because I had a single mother. My dad was on crack. So from my dad being on crack, you know, I turned to the streets because I moved from Orlando to back to St. Pete because I was born in St. Pete. You know, this ain't just some place I just, you know, landed at. I was born here, you know. But not just going in the streets, man. You know, I grew up in the streets, man. My cousins grew up in the streets. I turned to selling drugs, you know. And me growing up selling drugs, I was drinking and smoking weed, man. You know, I got in trouble. I was all in and out of JDC, you know, and, you know, in my teens, growing up here, man, in and out of JDC. I went from JDC to county jail. From county jail, I went to prison. And I got a 2-year bid, you know. And I kind of learned from that, you know. I learned from that, and I actually, got me a 9-to-5. And I started working construction. I've been working construction for 10 years, you know, because I learned that, you know, being on the street selling dope, man, it ain't forever. You know, all my homeboys, they either dead or in jail. You know, the ones that didn't get it, they either dead or in jail. The ones that got it, man, they doing something productive, you know. And now I got kids, I'm just living, you know.
Yeah. So we're going through all that, like, when you ended up, you know what I'm saying, having to do your 2-year bid, like what was that like, you know what I'm saying, being taken away from your family and not being able to, like, you know what I'm saying, live your dreams and just be free?
To tell the truth, you know, to be honest with you, me going to prison, man, I blocked the world out, you know. Yeah. Prison was my life, you know, because I had visitations. That's the only thing I had from the streets to come to me. I didn't call nobody, I didn't do none of that, you know. I just lived my life in prison, and I thought about what I did, and, you know, I didn't want to go through that no more. I ran a lot, you know. I read a lot. I educated myself, so when it was time for me to come back on the streets, I was ready for the streets. Feel me?
Yeah. So, while you was in there, you know what I'm saying, because I hear people say that all the time, you know what I'm saying, like, you end up having to kind of close yourself off from the world. But I remember, you know what I'm saying, when we was growing up, you know what I'm saying, you were kind of a wild boy.
Yes, sir.
And I want to ask you, like, because I also hear cats that I know, you know what I'm saying, going in and out or being in, they talk about you learning a different respect. Because I noticed when you came back, you know what I'm saying, you was a little more chill, you was a little more focused, you know what I'm saying? Like, I know you still had to take your time and move into society, working and learning all that, but how do you feel about learning the respect factor when you had to do your 2-year
Learning
bid?
respect, man. It wasn't really the system, man. It's just being traumatized from all these deaths and all this stuff you see from a day-to-day basis. Living in these slums, you know, living in this city, the things you see will traumatize you, man. And they'll stop you. They'll stop you from wanting to do or go back to that because you done seen it, man. You know, death stop you, man. Prison stop you. You know, just things like that that'll stop you. You know, you don't wanna go back that route, man, because you know where to take you. You know, doing the same thing, expecting different results, man. Insanity. You know, I don't want to be insane. I don't want to be illiterate. You know, I don't want my kids to have to go through what I went through. So I show them different, my girls, because I have 4 daughters. You know, I try to be an example for them, for they won't have to, you know, for they can know what right and wrong is, you know, like getting the wrong man or having the right man. If I set that example for them, then they'll know. You feel me? Ain't no excuses out here.
For sure. So, you know what I'm saying, when you came home, what made you want to get into music? Like first talk about, you know what I'm saying, how you started as a child learning how to actually do percussion and stuff like that, play drums and stuff like that real quick. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, my daddy was a percussionist. My daddy was a percussionist and my mom is a singer. So music been in my life all my life. So all I know is music. You understand what I'm saying? I play the drums, and my mom, to be honest and truthful with y'all, I grew up, you know, in the church like I told y'all, and my mom, I can remember my mom made me and my two sisters form a group, and we had to sing. So, you know, music been in me forever. I like to grab the mic. You know, I love when it's time for me to vent, I grab my pen and I put down how I feel through the pen. So that's what made me, you know, become a rap. That's what made me take it serious, because I always rap. I always freestyle, but I never took it serious. I took it serious, man, when I start feeling these feelings and putting these feelings down on pen and pad. You know, because anybody can freestyle. Anybody can do all that. But when you can sit down and you can write it down and then go record it, you ain't no artist, you know?
For real. I hear you on that, man. I hear you on that, because I remember when we started out, you know what I'm saying, over there at the Royal, you used to come through the studio, and you was always focused and dedicated.
Always
you know
passionate about my music. Always.
And I appreciated that, you know what I'm saying,
sir.
because we seen a lot of artists used to play around and still playing around, you know what I'm saying, but we got to try our best to really, really stay focused. And I think since you got kids, your main thing is like, you know what I'm saying, I want to show them how to live their dreams and everything.
Yeah, and to be honest with you, bro, man, everybody say it's about the money, but to me, it's not about the money. It's gonna be nice when the money come, and I'm speaking because it's gonna come.
Yeah.
You know, it's gonna be nice when the money come, you know, but for me, it's just venting and being able to let other people hear my story.
Right.
And, you know, see where I come from, you know, and see what I go through, you know, and because there's a lot of people that's out there that I know going through the same struggles I go through, you know, and feel the same feelings I feel and don't know how to make it out that situation. And if I can just vent and put that on a piece of paper and be able to help somebody get through that situation, then I did my job, you know?
Yeah, for real. I hear you on that. So I want to talk real quick about St. Pete. You know, we growing up in St. Pete.
The Bird, huh?
The Bird, aka
Yes,
the
sir.
Bird, you know. So growing up in St. Pete, I remember, you know, we tried to do a music scene. You had young cats who used to, remember they used to have the popping crew?
Yeah, no, popping I ain't never did no like that.
Yeah, they had the poppers,
ain't no dancer, dog.
they had the females, you know what I'm saying, Uncle Luke and all of that. So I remember it was kind of tough finding other artists that was in St. Pete. And no diss to none of them, because they was doing their thing, you know, people that did their thing. But we had to look outside for lyrics. You know what I'm saying? Like lyricists. Like you had MJG, 8 Ball, you had UGK, you know what I'm saying? You had
I listened
spitters.
to that. I listened to that.
You know what I'm saying? So for you, do you feel like you want to kind of add that to St. Pete, where we got lyrics? We talking about what's going on in St. Pete.
Lyricism? I love lyrics, man. Hey, man, it ain't rapping, ain't lyrics. Everybody I see the drip, you know, it's another, you know, it's another era, man.
Right.
It's a whole nother era, man, but I'm 34, so I'm in a mixture of both. Both. Man, I grew up Tupac.
Yeah.
You know, I listen to him, man. I ask my nephews, man, who Tupac is. They don't even know who he is.
Yeah,
you don't know
crazy.
rap if you don't know Tupac.
Yeah.
You know, you don't know poetry until you know Tupac. You feel me? I like Tupac. You know, I grew up Master P. You know, the first CD I ever bought was Master P. I'm from the South.
Yeah.
You feel me?
Right.
I listen to a lot of up north. I like a lot of up north, but I'm from the South, man. And I just got to keep it real. Master P was one of my favorite rappers.
Yeah,
you
me
know?
too. Yeah. And I
Ghetto
feel like,
dope.
you know, that's what's important, is
Trick
really
Daddy.
telling the story. Definitely
Yeah,
Trick Daddy.
Trick.
You know what I'm saying? Telling your story, and I think that'll help people understand. Like I said, there ain't no diss to, you know, the music scene we had before.
Yeah, I love up north. I love all of that. It's all love, you know, to anywhere in the world. As long as you doing something positive and you doing something that means something, I love all of that. But man, ain't nothing like the South. Nothing like the South.
And I think that's what's important. What your music is going to help tell the story of growing up in the Bird, you know what I'm saying, in St. Pete. Because, like I said, we ain't had no real music scene
Right.
down here. So that's why I definitely want to have you on here, so we can highlight the real artists that's writing and talking about
every
something.
major platform, baby.
Yeah.
You feel me? We're spending this money on this, man. We're not. Ain't no major record deal coming to help us here, man. We pushing all this stuff by ourselves. I know I'm pushing it by myself. You know, I go study everything. I gotta, you know, cause it says study to show thyself approved. Right. It's in the Bible, you know. And I believe that. I study, you know. I watch. Yeah, I be watching y'all. That's what I'm really saying. I be watching, so you know, I watch and I grab things that I see other people do, and I use it in my own way. Right. You know, that's what made me. You know, that's what I do.
And I want to ask you a question about that too. You know what I'm saying? Your older brother, so you more mature, you know a lot of things, you know what I'm saying, life and how to chill, you take care of your family and pursuing your dreams. So I want to ask you real quick about how you feel about the fact that we got a lot of young brothers coming up in the rap game, making money, you know what I'm saying, having a status, but now they talking gang, killing each other versus talking. So I want to ask you how you feel about that, you know what I'm saying, where we may be misled to think that we supposed to live our lyrics versus this is just entertainment. You know what I'm saying?
I gotta keep it real, man. Whatever you do, I can't really say that because it's a lot of people that's watching us, a lot of kids that's watching us, you know. So we gotta be cautious on what the things we say, because once you're saying something out in the atmosphere, you can't get those words back. You feel me? And it affect people. But I talk about, you know, on my new album, Finally Finding Myself, I'm giving two sides. I'm giving the side I was and the side I am now. The reason I'm giving the side I was and the side I am now to show you growth. You understand what I'm saying? Like when I sit there and talk about guns, I'm killing somebody. I ain't out here killing nobody. It's the things I seen and the same things I done. You understand what I'm saying? But that's old school. Now it's about change, because if we don't change as the people, man, we're gonna lose our future. And I ain't saying lose our future like that. We're gonna lose our future to the penitentiary. We're gonna lose our future to, you know, gun violence, killing each other, man. We're gonna lose our kids. They're gonna lose their minds. So if you out here and you spreading that type of stuff, you gotta think that stuff going into these kids' mind, and that's what they're gonna portray and try to do. And they're gonna kill themselves with that, man, you know? So that's why I made the song Yahoo. That's why I make the song For My Son. You know, that's why I make these positive songs, man, to let these kids know that y'all not only ones going through that struggle, man. We are going through this struggle.
Yeah.
Not just, you know, this is for my black people, man. Because that's the color of my skin. I love every color. You know, I'm not a racist person, but I know how hard it is to be a black man in this world.
Yeah,
you understand what I'm saying? So that's why I try to talk to my race, you know, because I'm trying to guide them, because it's hard for a black man to survive in this United States of America, you know?
Real talk, real talk. So I want to ask you also real quick, you know what I mean, talking about pushing your own music, being an independent artist.
Yes, sir.
How do you feel about that whole grind, having to be independent, and what made you want to be independent versus trying to chase, like, you know, like a major record deal?
To tell you the truth, man, I've been going for years. I've been rapping for years. I ain't never asked nobody to put me on. And the only brother that really showed me love was you. You understand? I was able to come in the studio and record for free. I learned one thing about life: ain't nothing for free. You know, if you don't put your money into yourself, ain't nobody else gonna put their money into you. Sure, and if you're looking for a major record deal, you're gonna get a 360 off rip, because you're looking for it. They gotta come looking for you. You know, if you sit out here and look for other people to give you a handout, it ain't never gonna happen, man. You know, unless you come up with a silver spoon, and that's something I never had. You know, so that's what made me strive and put out my music, because I know if I don't strive and put out my music, ain't nobody else is. Ain't nobody else gonna do it. You know, I do it. You know, I look at these mates. I go to CD Baby. I put you on game. I go to all these major platform places to put my stuff on the platform for I can be heard. You know, I don't care nothing. I do care about the views, and I do care, because I was just gonna say I don't care nothing about the views, but I do. You feel me? That means people listening to me. Yeah. That means people watching me. You know, and I need people to watch, because if I ain't got nobody watching me, then I ain't got no fans, and I ain't got nobody that's relating to me. You feel me?
Real talk, real talk. All right, Ski, man, I appreciate you, you know, stopping by, check me out to do the interview, man. You know we definitely gonna have you back on.
Yes, sir.
You know what I'm saying? Every time You drop a single, we're gonna let it be known. You know what I'm saying? And real quick, I want you to go ahead and let them know, about your project that you got coming out.
I just came out with that Overdue but Underrated, man. Go check me out on every major platform. YouTube, Spotify, all of that, Apple Music, everything, Amazon. Go check me out, man. The artist name is SKI3, but it's not the 3. It's SKI, SKI 3 I's, SKI3. Go check me out on every major platforms. Like and subscribe on my YouTube page. Man, just give me a chance. You heard me?
Yeah, that's what's up. All right, SKI3, we appreciate you, brother.
Hey, man, my new album coming out. You feel me? Next year sometime, new album coming out. Finally finding myself, man, because I'm finally finding who I am. You heard me?
All right, so you got it. My boy Ski, man. Told y'all a great story. Representing St. Pete. Stop. So, without further ado, my boy SKI3 premiere video, How We Coming, featuring J2 and CJ. Let's run it.
Josh with that oomph.
You better smirk when it come to lyrics, lil' homie, this how we coming. If you play with one of mine, and that chopper gon' start the dumping. Yeah, I'm fathering all these niggas, lil' homie, I'm out here sonning. We ain't playing on these beats, lil' homie, this how we coming. You better smirk when it come to lyrics, lil' homie, this how we coming. If you play with one of mine, and that chopper gon' start the dumping. Yeah, I'm fathering all these niggas, lil' homie, I'm out here sonning. We ain't playing on these beats, lil' homie, this how we coming. It was time to build a team, so I called for assist. I gave my nephew in the game, told him to sit down and pay attention. I told him X a nigga out if they ever start flinching, and punch him dead in the mouth and rearrange their whole dental. Where I came a long way from running the cars and in the kitchen. You would swear it was baseball the way I be serving them pitch. Plus I was good with the rock, just in case I forgot to mention. So if you ever get out of line, then my niggas start blitzing. Don't wanna talk about the guns, cause the feds might be listening. On me beefing with a nigga, and a nigga come up missing. See, I'm really out the field, homicides and a lot of killing. You ain't really out the field, you ain't living like I'm living. If you seen what I seen, you'll be traumatized. I chop and hit you, flip you and cut you, it'll leave you circumcised. Rap capping on the song, lil' homie, that's suicide. Catch you lacking when I see you and punch you dead in your eye. You better smirk when it come to lyrics, lil' homie, this how we coming. If you play with one of mine, and that chopper gon' start the dumping. Yeah, I'm fathering all these niggas, lil' homie, I'm out here sonning. We ain't playing on these beats, lil' homie, this how we coming. You better smirk when it come to lyrics, lil' homie, this how we coming. If you play with one of mine, and that chopper gon' start the dumping. Yeah, I'm fathering all these niggas, lil' homie, I'm out here sonning. We ain't playing on these beats, lil' homie, this how we coming. Let's go.
Lil' CJ on that beat when the spin the block ain't scared of heat. Man, you know we getting cheese, how I keep a girl up on her knees. You know we headed to the top, ain't gotta sell rocks. I rock the beat, non-stop it on, mess of odds. Lil' nigga, this how we coming, on 14 ain't getting money. I remember living bummy, now my whole team stunned. A lot of people wanna hate, cause I'm out here rapping. But I'm really about to act shit, so when I say I'ma smash it. When I'm riding on the beat, you know we spin straight fast. And Lil' CJ on the beat, so you know I never last. So you better hide your daughter before that girl get snatched. When she gets some other D, she ain't never coming back. When we riding on the beat, you know we spin straight fast. And Lil' CJ on the beat, so you know I never last. And Lil' CJ on the beat, so you know I never last. It's Lil' CJ on the beat, so you know I never last.
When it come to lyrics, lil' homie, this how we coming. If you play with one of mine, and that chopper gon' start the dumping. Yeah, I'm fathering all these niggas, lil' homie, I'm out here sonning. We ain't playing on these beats, lil' homie, this how we coming. You better smirk when it come to lyrics, lil' homie, this how we coming. If you play with one of mine, and that chopper gon' start the dumping. Yeah, I'm fathering all these niggas, lil' homie, I'm out here sonning. We ain't playing on these beats, lil' homie, this how we coming. Let's go.
5.56, that's what that nigga ran. That shit slow, we hot and hawking down, bros. Talking bold, GBC, that's the gang. T-Say ready to bang. He gon' get on, he gon' spit on, yeah, GBC, look. We gon' rock out, it look like forever. Now it's lights out, no nigga shine on me, and that's for real. He got pressure, let me caught, good buck for real. Now he off a pill, he should've kept it still. But I'm in another state, try to break the bank, get richer, die trying. But it ain't my time to die, son up now. Really can't be touched now. I want her peace, don't let her come around. You know I'ma bust down, but I don't want the hoe. She was nice though, J2, so I double back. Must've didn't know my name times 2 though. Had him looking stupid, bossed up, money looking stupid. Play with me down, hit him, shoot him like Cupid.
You better smirk when it come to lyrics, lil' homie, this how we coming. If you play with one of mine, and that chopper gon' start the dumping. Yeah, I'm fathering all these niggas, lil' homie, I'm out here sonning. We ain't playing on these beats, lil' homie, this how we coming. You better smirk when it come to lyrics, lil' homie, this how we coming. If you play with one of mine, and that chopper gon' start the dumping. Yeah, I'm fathering all these niggas, lil' homie, I'm out here sonning. We ain't playing on these beats.
me, this how we come. Let's go.
All right. That was that boy SKI3.
Yeah.
Make sure y'all go check the man out. He on Amazon, he on Tidal, Apple, Spotify. He on there. YouTube, y'all go check him out. Definitely make sure you go to his YouTube channel. Make sure you subscribe to the brother channel, man. He doing this thing. Check out his album that just dropped. Finally finding myself. So make sure you support the boy. You know what I'm saying? He out here grinding, man. He funky. He doing his thing. All right, so this is the end of the show. We wrapping it up. Hopefully y'all enjoyed yourself. Matter of fact, I know y'all enjoyed yourself. We ain't even saying hopefully, you did. We know you did. All right. So every Friday at 8:30 p.m. EST, Eastern Time, we're gonna be dropping another show. Matter of fact, we got Alex Harris gonna be coming up. Amazing R&B artist. We got my boy the Poet. He gonna be on the show dropping some knowledge, dropping some gems on y'all. Then we also got my boy Rel. He gonna be dropping through, showing y'all some love and playing his music, man. We got plenty of things coming up, you know what I'm saying? So also, you know what I mean, we want to go ahead and plug y'all into the other things that we got going. So myself, I got Opposite from the Norm on YouTube, Op from the Norm 18 on YouTube with me, myself, JTL, my partner HD on there. So y'all definitely go through there and make sure you subscribe on that channel if you have not yet. And I'm gonna let my boy Batman go ahead and let y'all know what he got going on so y'all can go check him out.
Hey, what's up, y'all? It's Batman the DJ. You know, thank you for tuning in on the first episode. Like JTL said, it's gonna be every single week. You know, every Friday. So also keep in mind if there's something that you want us to talk about, you know, or want to bring up for us to discuss, make sure you drop it in the comments. We do keep up with the comments. We will keep up with them and everything because we want to, you know, we want y'all to interact with us and, you know, get y'all what y'all want, you know. Like I said, you also, while you subscribe to this channel, hit the bell icon so that as soon as we do pop a video, it'll hit your notification. It'll pop up first. Also go to Op from the Norm. Do the same thing. Subscribe, hit the bell icon. Also go to Cold One TV. Subscribe, hit the bell icon on that as well. I am on Instagram, Batman_the DJ, and we're also on Facebook at Cold One TV. What's the other outlets for you, JTL?
Okay, so y'all make sure y'all check me out. I'm also on Facebook as well. You can go to Out from the North 18 on Facebook, Instagram, and also to reach out to us if you want to give us any info. If you're an artist and you want to try to let us check out your music, you know what I'm saying, seeing about an interview, producer, manager, entertainment lawyer, whatever you do that you might be in the music industry trying to do something, just go ahead and, you know what I'm saying, drop some love. You can go ahead and drop something in the comments, or you can go ahead to checkmeoutmusic@gmail.com. Send us something, you know what I'm saying? You just want to show some love, just go ahead and send it there. But we also on Instagram and we're also on Facebook. So y'all can check us out there if you want to go ahead and reach us. And we're going to also be dropping more videos, you know what I'm saying? Like just certain things that's going on in the industry, certain things that we see or whatever. Just look out for the video. So like my partner said, you got to make sure you hit that subscribe button and you got to hit that bell. So that way you can get all the notifications or anytime we drop anything. So we about to go ahead and check out, but I'm gonna let my boy Batman, if you got any shout outs or anything you want to do before we get out here, man, go ahead. Do your thing, man. Go ahead.
Yo, shout out the whole Oklahoma City. All right. You know what I'm saying? Shout out, you know what I'm saying? St. Pete, Florida. You know I love y'all, you know what I'm saying? You know what I'm saying? I've been had love for y'all. Y'all know me. Y'all know me. Y'all know me. You know but yeah. But that's what it is. You got any shout outs, man? You good?
Man, you already know. Shout out to the city, man. Much love and respect back to OKC. You know what I'm saying? I appreciate everybody that, you know, with the commercials. Like I said, shout out to Jabri, the director. Shout out to my boy Jason Williams. You know what I'm saying? He told man, you know what I'm saying, you need a tote. hit him up. He got you. You know what I'm saying? And definitely make sure y'all also check out GFAM G-Wear. You can go to Facebook and just put in the search GFAM G-Wear. Want some t-shirts? We got that. You know what I'm saying? So this has been Check Me Out. Make sure y'all check us out every Friday, 8:30 p.m. Eastern time. Don't be late. We're going to be there, so you be there. You know what I'm saying? So this your boy JTL right here.
Hey, can I leave them with a what? No, I ain't gonna do it. We're gonna say that for later.
We'll save it for next show. And that's got my boy Batman the DJ over there. So until next time, y'all, this has been Check Me Out.
Check me out.
What's happening? Real lip. This it. Check me out.
Yeah, this is your boy SKI3, and I'm on Check Me Out.
Check me out. Yo. This is the portal. Check me out. Check me out.
Check me out. Check me out. Check me out. Check me out. Check me out. Check me out. Check me out. Check me out.